Hello everyone, my name is Justin Bunning, and today's video will be about 2 Corinthians 6:14. Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, for what partnership has righteousness with lawlessness, or what fellowship has light with darkness? So, what this verse is talking about, it's like a metaphor. So, when it says, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, so this is talking about stuff with, say, like relationships, right? You don't want to have like a relationship as a Christian with an unbeliever, because you want that special person in your life, whether that be a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, to be someone who also has faith in Christ like you do. And you build them, and you help build their faith, and they help build your faith, because you would want to be able to have an established foundation with your partner, and you want to be like on the same path, on the same pace. So that is what the point of this verse is saying. But the reason why it says yoked is because this is talking about back in the day, in ancient farming, they would do this. They would have two ox, right? Two ox, and then they would have this thing called a yoke, which was this like large wooden beam that would like connect the two ox. I wish I had a much better visual representation. But yes, so you have two ox, and then you would have a yoke, which was a large wooden beam that would which would connect the two. And you would not want one ox being much farther ahead than the other one, or else then they're unbalanced and they're not on the same pace and it all falls apart, right? So you want to have both of the ox on the same pace, on the same path, you know, and they're connected, and it doesn't like, and they don't like fall apart, and they don't like struggle to keep it up. So when this verse says, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers," it is saying, do not, like, do not like date someone who is an unbeliever if you are a believer, because then the relationship will be on an uneven foundation. You'll have different paths, and it'll be very hard to keep up your faith if, to a large degree, you're trying to keep up with their pace. So that is what 2 Corinthians 6:14 is teaching us, that you do not want to have like a relationship that is that isn't based off of Christ, if you have faith in Christ, because it'll be very hard to keep it up, and it'll be really hard for your future family, if you end up having kids, to raise them in a household that's Christian when the other partner doesn't, really believe in that. So that is why you want to have a relationship that is built around Christ, when when you believe in Him and you devote your life to Him, because in that way it can, you and your partner can both stay on pace, go for the same goals, and ultimately build a really nice and beautiful family and a beautiful foundation together. I hope I explained this the best I could, and I hope you took something out of this. Thank you so much for watching. Happy 4th of July, America's 250th birthday. God bless, and may all of you have a very blessed and safe 4th of July.